Dear everyone, let us introduce you to Lightnovo world, where we focus on miniaturization of very complex spectroscopic equipment, Raman spectrometers, in order to make them dramatically more affordable for the broad range of applications, however, with particular focus on customs and police to help them to identify illegal drugs and explosives in the airports, in police departments, during field operation and similar cases. However, this is only one part of Lightnovo's story. On the other hand, we as a team really enjoy Raman spectroscopy, and we would like to make Raman spectrometers way more affordable so they could cover wide variety of applications. If I would try to make a perspective for Lightnovo journey, it would be nice to mention the revolution that has been done in DSLR cameras. We know that previously these cameras that taking our videos was the case if you really want to enjoy high quality pictures, family pictures during traveling. However, right now we know that last flagman smartphone models can cover 95% of demanding picture shooting applications. And if you look at numbers, let's say last year we got 7 million of sales of DSLR and mirrorless cameras. However, camera models in smartphones is more than 1 billion last year. And this is actually where Lightnovo want to be in terms of concept, in terms of vision for the world of Raman spectroscopy. If you would think about Raman spectroscopy market, the largest part for it would be government test. It's a dominant part. It's where you instantly can identify chemical composition of materials around. That's why we want to go into this market. And if you would think about the particular use cases, it could be toxic gases identification, explosives in a puddles, drugs on a street, narcotics, hazardous liquids, and etc. Typical use case as it is now, it's a suitcase with a complex, expensive handheld unit, pretty heavy, and with a set of accessories as you can see on the screen. And we would like to change this paradigm and make Raman, as you can see, way smaller. It could be variable or belt operation unit, so police or customs officer can always have it in his pocket and be ready to use. And similar to the market in DSLR and photo shooting field, we would like to boost production thanks to affordability without the loss of performance. This is key here. From 10,000 units last year produced of handheld Raman up to 100,000 units or even more in the next decade or 10-15 years. So let us deep dive into the world of Raman spectroscopy now. Yaroslav, could you please help us to do quick identification of the samples we have on the table?
Sure, I'll perform the scans of 4 different substances with mini Raman. To start the laser, we have to push the button on a device. Now the laser is on and we can perform the scan. To start the scan, you need to push the button on the device again.
And what is the sample written here?
It's ketoprofen.
And what are the software sync after identification? Wow!
I think that it's ketoprofen and 91.4%.
Okay, it could be. Yeah.
We'll perform a scan of melamine now.
What is melamine? It's a toxic compound in the milk?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see how it behaves.
Really melamine?
Melamine 91%.
Good. What else we do?
Now we'll do a cyclovirum.
This is something against herpes. It's a drug, I guess.
Okay, yes. And
let's wait for the scan.
Wait for the scan. And it's identified as cyclovirum with 95%.
Very nice. And the last one, something...
The one is acetaminophen, or also known as paracetamol.
Okay. Let's see.
And indeed it was identified.
Great. Thank you for demonstration. Let's not forget to turn off the laser so it's safe for all of us, and we can move forward. A little bit about Lightnovo. We are a company 4 years on the market. During last 2 years we started active sales. In total we sold up to 50 Raman units. Worldwide we have 11 distributors. We have demo distributed for end users, for our companies that represent us. However, all of it within the area of R&D. Basically, our users, they preferably need to have PhD degree in spectroscopy to be able to retrieve the raw data. What you saw now is not yet developed to the stage to be used by professionals, custom officers and police. And when we speak with the end users, within the government test area, we understood their needs, what they want to be done. They definitely want fast readiness time for the device. However, typical devices, they need few minutes to stabilize the laser. And this is the limitation. They want them to be way less than the typical dimensions of 20 to 15 centimeters. And they want to be them dramatically less expensive. However, without the loss of performance, device must to do the job and identify drugs even at low quantities at mixed samples, for example. And we believe that Mini Raman basically by technology fit into this need. So as you can see, device is very fast in operation. In 5 seconds it's ready to go when it was completely off, because laser do not require any temperature stabilization. This is our K technology patent. You can see more in the online patent description. It's really small, by size it fits perfectly. The price is something that we want to do R&D to optimize the production margins. However, we believe we can reach the price level of around 6,000 euro in approximately 2030. And we do need to invest way more R&D time to make it much more reliable, like stress test, temperature variation tests, and so on. So a little bit about our patent. Mini Raman has inbuilt reference channel. Here you can see that we have piece of polystyrene inside the optics of Mini Raman. That's why we calibrate our spectrometer for the laser drift. It's not stable laser, this one, but it's very affordable. However, it's very accurate by design, because we calibrate every acquisition the laser peak shift. This is the K of the patent, and this is why it can be so small, use very little battery, because we don't need to spend a lot of energy to stabilize the laser. So, to make this possible, to launch it as a product in a field of customs and police officers, we would like to do certain steps. It needs to reach IP65 and IP67 certification, basically waterproof, stress-proof, way more robust, better reproducibility from unit to unit. It needs to be easy for decontamination after measurements. And then, of course, we need to generate a lot of spectral data. Here we showed you just few examples, but we need to measure thousands of spectra of narcotics, explosives, toxic compounds. To be able to identify, you need to measure similar samples before. And step by step, we year to year will improve the robustness of our unit. This is very challenging in terms of maturation of technology. However, we believe that we have a great team within R&D, marketing and sales, and engineering to reach this goal. Thank you for your attention.